presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots on Sunday Night Primetime. In the booth, Riley Patterson on the field gets this thing going. And off we go from Foxborough. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Now the former Buckeye, Trevion Henderson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He finds Hollins on the ground. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third and short. And here is May. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the give, it's Henderson.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Pats will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. You'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Great hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. He's looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it'll be second down.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big-time play for the Dolphins. An even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins move out to a 7-3 lead.
Patriots 3.
kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Patriots offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Man in motion, it's Diggs. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Chops Robinson, the man to bring him down.
20-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
That's good.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down mark. And that's a pickup of 9. It's going to set up 2nd and 1.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start. And he picks up the 1st down.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Handoff, and it's Henderson. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. As we are ready to get back underway. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's another Patriots 1st down.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Henderson, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Once more, Henderson. And he's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Pats are on top. It's now 10-7.
Dolphins 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. Yeah! Oh, he's got room past the 30. He gets free. It's a foot race. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 96 yards. Touchdown, Miami. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dolphins are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Patriots 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Play fake. Here's May. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop. And really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
That one complete to Holly. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that is incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And now it's fourth down.
I think think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it's coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense. Automatic 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Man in motion here is Washington. He'll get this out wide. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Again, it's Tua. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. That is hard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It is a big play. Tua, the Tyree, 37 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. And that ball led in too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing on third down is May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, New England. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Borregales now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Patriots will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready for this next possession with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Play action. Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Tungavailoa. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
The ball comes out, and fortunately he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
Recovered by the offense.
So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep is Marcus Jones. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. That is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. On 1st and 10, here's May. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
May now on 1st and 10. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, New England. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs.
2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw again is May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 10-yard line.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Here's May again. This one caught at the 4. New England going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, but there are flags down on the field. Looks like the defense got a head start there.
Still 2nd down.
They'll give it to Henderson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and inches. Working out of the gun. It's May. It is brought in the end zone. Sean Bucci. Touchdown, Patriots.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it. And the Pats will go up by 7.
Makes the score Patriots 24, Dolphins 17.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That's caught by Hill. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Man in motion here is Washington. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. I'm sending love from my face compressor.
In motion, it's Waddle. Tua going to throw here on 3rd and 1. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the 2nd half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. First carry here for Devon Achane. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One 1st down.
1st down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That is caught left side by Waddle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A gain of 15. And the Dolphins
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Tua will give it to Achane, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Man in motion here is Washington. They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It's 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Tua. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Man in motion here is Washington. They snap it to Tua. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
From 29, here's 2nd and 8. Hill brought in motion. Off play action, it's Tua. He'll tuck it and take off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Long, incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Patriots offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Douglas in motion. Off the play fake, here's May. Throw to the right flat, it is caught, and he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
On 3rd and long, here's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game, Mike. He understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away. Snap it again.
Patriots ready for the punt. Got the wind at his back as he's on to punt this one away. Brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dolphins offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The ground to start the drive. It's A-Check. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. In trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they had a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Tua gonna throw. He's gonna air this one out. Looking for Hill. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Off the play fake, it's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. On the ground. Here is Henderson. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Dulcich now brought in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
First and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Washington. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots 39-5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's 2. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Miami.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. Once again, it's Achane. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is pitched. 3rd and goal coming up.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Christian Gonzalez, first rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Their lead is just a point. They begin it on this drive with first and 10. Burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second and 8. On play action, here's May. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throwing on third down is May. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
A 42-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll bring Waller in motion here. Now a 1st down throw for Tua. That one out wide to A-Chain. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now it's A-Chain. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He's got his man. It's Hill. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. In motion, it's Waddle. A-Chain. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
9. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. That is caught by Washington. This ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Here is 1st and goal. Here's H.N. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. From the gun, here's Tua. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.